I know that when I first started writing, I had a coach, and she said, you have to become a best-selling author in one day. Everybody buys your book all in one day. Is that true? Is that the only way to be a best-selling author? Because I have a book out there right now that's not a best-selling book.
Well, there's a lot of
Can I
gimmicks
make it
out
come
there.
alive?
Yeah, there's a lot of gimmicks out there, and a lot of coaches out there charge $10,000 to become an Amazon bestseller, but nobody really cares about Amazon bestseller because everybody already is one. I mean, I love Amazon, great resource, but everybody in the world claims to be an Amazon bestseller. So I asked them, I said, well, how many books did you sell? They're like, well, I'm not going to tell you. And I'm like, did you actually sell the book or did you give it away? Oh, I'm not going to tell you that. Was it an ebook or a printed? Oh, I'm not going to tell you that either. What a lot of people do is they take their ebook, put it on Amazon Kindle, they have their 10 or 15 or 20 friends go to Amazon on a single day, download a free ebook, and then they claim to be an Amazon bestseller. What makes it worse is some people say, well, I was number one in the UK, or I was number one in Canada, number one in the US. And my answer is everyone on Amazon is the bestseller. What they don't tell you is you might be the 37,000th bestseller in your genre. So it's all a gimmick. My mentor, Dan Poynter, who wrote the Self Publishing Manual, he says that the actual real title of a bestseller is a book that sells 35,000 copies in its lifetime. So, what I coach my clients to do is instead of going out and finding 35,000 individual buyers, it's a whole lot easier to find one company to buy for 35,000 books. And so that's what I did. I did it in a month. I found one organization in the direct selling network marketing industry that did a book of the month program and they purchased 40,000 books. In my first month, I think it was June or July of 2001. No, it was the summer of 2001 and I became a best-selling author in 30 days. So I'm not a big fan of these gimmicks where you give away some ebooks and you claim to be a bestseller. But also, I sold 28 books at a book signing in Seattle once, and I was a Seattle Times best-selling author because I sold 28 books. So, everybody wants it. The big number is to be a New York Times bestseller. And the way you become a New York Times bestseller is you become a top 20 seller in your genre on Amazon in one given week. And if you do that, those numbers are reported to the New York Times. The problem is you don't know who else is promoting books in their genre. So a lot of people buy their way or attempt to buy their way to it. And it's a very risky gamble to spend 10, 20, 30, 50, $100,000